So I'm always talking about whether or not to float these engineered floors or whether to glue them to the slab. And if you listen to my show very long, you'll know that over the years I have advocated for floating wood floors. And that's because part of it is because I'm sort of a traditionalist, but part of it is because I know that slabs, concrete slabs, leak or have a lot of moisture that permeates through them. And that can be really devastating to a wood floor. And when you put one of these down with glue, you really don't have a good seal. You don't have a good seal. There's too many places that moisture can get through that glue. When they're scraping that glue with their trowel, they leave lots of voids in it where the concrete is exposed. And when that happens and the slab, moisture evaporates through the slab, then you have a big problem with that wood floor wherever it hits it. So in the case of this floor, it was put down a few years ago, and they glued it to the concrete slab. We came in here and we noticed some problems with it early on in this project, where we noticed that the floor, the finish, started flaking off of the floor. But along with that, I could see where we had white effervescence coming through these floors. Now at the time, this mattress was laying down on the floor right over here. And you can see it's covered in plastic. Well, that is the perfect way to find out how much moisture is in the floor. I did the moisture test right here, and you can see where the tape got pulled up and the finish came up with it. I did that moisture test, and it was full of moisture coming up through the floor. But this is even better because this mattress was laying on the floor. That is all black mold that's on the bottom of that mattress right there, of the cover. And then if you look at the floor where the mattress was laying, all of this is mold. This is all mold that's growing on that floor, exactly lined out with where that mattress was. But even more importantly, you can see where so much moisture is coming through this floor that it's leaving water stains. It's amazing. So this right here is a water stain. And I haven't seen standing water in here, but I think it's just evaporating through the concrete, through this floor, and it's leaving all kinds of effervescence. And I know it's effervescence because when I wipe it with my finger, I know some of that is dust, but I can tell that a lot of what I'm seeing is effervescence. It particularly shows up in these cracks where they're a little bit open. The first question that came up with the homeowner and his engineer was whether there was a slab leak. We're trying to determine why all this moisture is under here. Now my first reaction to that was that I didn't think there was, because I don't see any telltale signs of a slab leak. And you might listen to that and go, well, you can see it with water coming up through the floor, but that's not necessarily true. When we have a slab leak that's that extensive, then we're going to see other signs where the foundation is heaved and the walls and ceilings will start cracking. And I don't see that anywhere in here. I've looked through the whole house, and there just doesn't seem to be a lot of movement in this floor. And so I don't believe there is a slab leak. There could be a plumbing leak under the slab. I guess it's possible, but we don't see any signs of it. But we do see signs out here. I'll open this window. What I do see signs of is places around this foundation, particularly that little concrete wall, that are trapping water. That's like a little swimming pool. That little wall goes down probably 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6. It's 30 years old, doesn't have any cracks, so it's a substantial little wall. And you can see where water's starting to collect from this rain, and there's no gutters around this house. And so the water is collecting, and these lots are super flat, and the water's just simply not running off the lot, it's going under the house. And I've advised the homeowner to, first of all, obviously get a gutter system on here, but also to, you may have to put in a sump pit and try and draw some of that water out away from this foundation, because this could end up being a problem for a long time all over the house. So I wanted to do this little video because we're about to start tearing this floor out. We're going to remove it, and they're going to put a new floor in here. But I wanted you to see why we're doing that and what water can do to these floors. That's a lot of mold, and that's a pretty telltale sign right there. So hope you enjoyed the video.